We've got a bite already. Bite already on this and the worm. What have we got on there? Got it. I don't know if we've got it. Yeah, got it. Got a fish. Straight away. What's this? Feels dogfish like. Feels good. What have we got? What have we got here? That was straight away. 2 minutes. What have we got? Dogfish? That's probably a dogfish. But I don't really know. I don't know, what is that? Yeah, can't really see. It's up on the top. And it is Mr. Dogfish. Voila! Look at that. Straight away. Straight away. Oh, just regurgitated a load of rubbish. There we are, Mr. Dogfish. Straight away onto the worm bait. I haven't even set up both rods, and that has just come in. I'll show you what I'm doing on this in a minute, and I'll do my intro. But look at that, 2 minutes into a dogfish. And here is my intro to this video, although it's a very mucked up intro because it is in super high speed. I pressed the wrong button on the camera because I was half asleep. This was my second dogfish coming in of the morning. I'd only been there 5 minutes, but I was trying to explain that I was at a new venue, Walmer Castle, which is halfway between Kingsdown and Deal Pier. Never fished here before. The sea conditions were lovely, flat calm, and there was a nice bit of colour in the water. I got to Walmer at about half an hour just after high. The fish activity was due to peak at this point, and obviously it had, because I'd had 2 fish within 5 minutes. But it was a glorious morning. The first rod that I'd put out and got the first 2 dogfish on was this rod here, which is an Any Fish Anywhere 14 foot 6 and bait. It's been custom built. I've changed it all, and on that rod I've put a 2-hook clipped rig. The only difference between this and a 2-hook flapper is that I've got those tiny little paper clip bait clips that clip the hooks down. I've got fresh lug that I got from Clive down at Bill's Bait down in Dover, and I was just threading on some fresh common lug onto the hooks on this 2-hook clip rig, and then putting on a little flag of squid just to tip it off. It holds the worms on better, and it gives a little bit of an attractor as well. The second rod I was putting a bit of a bigger bait on, and that was the Cinetic Cross Power Heavy. I use this one quite often. I quite like this rod. I've then put on that a pulley dropper rig, and on the pulley dropper rig it's got a single 6/0 hook which allows me to mount a hardback crab. The single hook is put through the back leg sockets on the hardback crab, and I use a bit of bait elastic just to hold it onto that hook so that it doesn't come off on the cast. And then I cast both rods out so that I was finally able to sit down and watch both rod tips. Finally a chance to sit down. Both rods are in the water now. Just managed to get the worm rod back out. It is lovely here this morning. There's birds everywhere, birds on the water. Hopefully I'm going to have a good little session. Just got to hope there's something else feeding through with these dogfish. A bass or 2. Don't know, anything could be out there. Can't beat this. It is glorious. Well, we've definitely got another one on here. Yeah, another dogfish, I think. Here we go. Come on. Well, I'm not complaining. This is bites, bites, bites. Oh, it's gone a bit light. Oh no, he's just coming with me, I think. A little bit there, let's get that. Just wouldn't mind the other one to go off. Yeah, something's still on this, so I can feel it. Every now and again, it wants to fight back. So I think it's a doggy. It's up on the surface. It looks like a doggy. Yep. Doggy number 3 is coming. There it is. I'll lift him up. I don't really want to drag him. There we go, that's better. Down there. All just been hooked on the actual inside of the mouth there, like that. Come on, out you pop. Well, there we go. Smaller dogfish this time. You can go back. There he goes. See you later. Oh, go on. Go on, mate. Bye bye. So whilst keeping an eye on my... Oh, it's going again. Literally just as I said that, it's just started going. There we go. I'm gonna have to get that in, and I'll show you this in a minute. What is it doing? This is madness at the moment. Well, it seems whatever that is had a nibble and then went away, so I am gonna change up my other rod, which has got hardback on it. I'm gonna put a whole squid in, close in. I've got a pulley rig. There's quite a bit of bait activity in close, so bait fish activity, should I say. So I'm just hoping maybe there's a bass coming through. Yeah, take a squid. So I'm just hooking that, bait elastic that on. Whilst keeping an eye on my other rod. There we go, lovely squid bait. That's going to go on the big rod in a minute, but it looks like I have got a bite on the worm. So let's get to the worm rod first. Now this is just nodding and bouncing, but not a lot, so it doesn't, I'm hoping, whatever it is, it's not on. I was hoping it was something different to a dogfish, but it might have been, having a little nibble, but not on there now. Let's get this in, we'll get the other one in, swap that rig over, and then get them both back out. Come on, yes. Yeah, there's a lot of bait fish out there. Just come through them. Just seen them skitting away from on the surface. So we'll take this rig off for now. Let's very quick and simple. Right, the squid is on, and that's just going to go very close. 20 yards, I think. Come on, slow down. 30 yards then. Maybe 30 yards. That's in. Well, I've just had a bit of a disaster. I've had a crack off on a cast. So I've lost the only 2-hook clip rig that I had on. So I've now put a loop rig on. I put a loop rig on, same bait, worm and squid. I'm pretty sure the dogfish are not put off by any attractors on the line. And you never know, there might be a flatty out there and I might get into it. But all the other fishermen are gone. I've only been in it here an hour, just over. It's 6:45 now and everyone's gone. Everyone's gone. The beach is deserted now. A couple of dog walkers and that is it. It's still stunning here and I had a bite, so let's hope the bite is still on. Fingers crossed. Squid's going, squid is going. Come on, take the bait. Something's on the squid. Don't be a dogfish. Come on. Come on. Don't be a dogfish, something's on that. I think it's dogfish. I think it's a dogfish. I think, have I got it? Got something. Unfortunately, I think it's a dogfish. Very close in. I was just, it's a dogfish. Very close in. He's taken a whole squid. Well, there he is, Mr. Dogfish, Mr. Greedy Dogfish, at what now would be about 20 yards out. There he is. Let's get him back. Off he hopefully goes, not this way, the other way. Come on. Don't be silly. There he goes. Bye bye. Where the battery went, that squid has gone back out. There's no dogfish on the loop rig. Not quite sure that's the rig. I do think the dogfish now have started to go off the feed in numbers, which is good in a way, gives anything else a chance, but the tide is dropping. Lost a good 2 meters since I've been here, and that is only an hour and a half, but it was hectic at the start and it really has mellowed down a bit. Hopefully there's still a fish or two out there, something different to a dogfish. Never know, fingers crossed, let's hope. Well, it has gone dead. It really has gone dead. There's not been a bite since that last dogfish. That was about half hour ago. The sun really is bright. Right at the wrong level the sun is. It's right at the tips of the rod. So I am going to change things up a bit. I'm not going to give it a lot longer, maybe an hour, but I'm going to bring that squid in that's in close, and I'm going to get a sort of a fish and squid bait out, probably 80 yards, see if there's any thornback rays laying around. So let's get that on the hook and see if we can find a fish. Let's get this nice and straight, take my time, no rush, no massive rush anyway. And we're gonna mount that on a rig now, and then I can just switch them over. There we go. Lovely straight bait there. So all I've got to do now is bring that squid in, click this on, and get this out. Alright, let's check this loop rig. Not a lot is happening. Get some fresh bait on this. Nothing on it. Oh, bit of a tangle. Well, back on the bites on both. Now I've just clipped a 3-hook boom rig onto the scratching rod, and the loop rig come back and it was really tangled. So I mean, that tends to happen when there's a bit of current, but that's wasted time fishing basically. I'm not going to catch fish when it's all tangled up. I've now put worm on. I think I've got a bite on that, and I've also got a bite on the bluey and squid wrap. So nothing's major yet, nothing's big enough, but there's some activity again. Or oh, there we go on the boom rig. Let's see what that is. Oh, I think my rig has hampered my fishing for the last 40 minutes. Right, this one's going off. Oh god, is that snagged? I don't know if that's snagged or what. It was going off and now it's jammed. So, oh, it's come free. There we go. There's something on this, I think. Yep. Give me a chance to see what's going on the other rod as well, which was just bouncing, but not as yet. That's going. Oh, that's going as well. I don't know if you can see that there. Not like I can do. But basically, what has happened, I think, is with my change of tactics, well, I changed tactics on my big rod to try and see if there was any bassing close with the squid. So that took me out of any dogfish that were feeding at distance. And then I put a loop rig on because I lost my 2-hook clipped rig, and that got tangled. So that was hindering my chances of getting any fish as well. Now I've changed up again. I'm back into bites, which is good. And this is a dogfish again, I think. Yeah. Number 5. There he is. I'll just lay that down here. He's not big. There he is. Little dogfish. Smallest one of the day. Just hold his tail because he's already scratched one of the ones earlier scratched me all up the arm, which is not nice. Look at the veins through where the sun is shining. You can see the veins through his fins there. Wow. There he goes. Look at him there. See you later. Yeah, something on here, dogfish I think. Yeah. Something on this big one. I'd love it to be a little ray, but I'm pretty sure it's a dog. Oh, it's gone light now. Might have come off, whatever it is, I think it's come off. Yep, it's come off. Well, I'm just trying to bait up an Argentinian red shrimp. Trying something to do it, and my other rod is going mental. So let's get that in. There he goes, dogfish again, I think. Can't get that out yet. Let's get this one in. It's only just gone out. There he comes. Oh, is he snagged, mate, this one? Here he comes. Oh, could have 2 on here, I think. Oh no, It's gone slack. We've got something on here. Yeah. The tide is a long way down now. Got a good 3 metres. I've been here, what have I been here? Oh, what is it? Oh, been here a good 2.5 hours now. This one's just coming in. Here he is. Yep, that's a bigger one. Dogfish number 6. Don't tangle. There he goes. Dogfish number 6. There he is. Let's get him back in the water. There he goes. Go on, mate. There he goes. Swimming off. Lovely. Well, there's still bites, still fish coming in. Only dogfish. That's all it seems to be. But it's lovely and warm. The sun's right up now, beating down. I mean, what more could you want? Fishing in the sun, nice and peaceful, and we're getting bites. I didn't actually expect a lot here today at all. 1 or 2 fish maybe, because that's what most of the sessions have been like around Kent this year. But it is only dogs, but it is multiple fish. Let's see if we get a few more in the next 40 minutes before I pack up. Well, what I'm going to do is just try a little lighter overhead, see if there's anything a little bit closer. So we're going at 50 yards. See what we get there. Here we go again. Yeah, another dogfish. I think it's number 7, this one. Let's have a look and see. Oh, he snagged, that got snagged then, caught up. I think the lead's getting caught. Well, where is it? Where is it? Very close. There he is, coming in on the surface down there. Oh, we've got a crab as well. I think we've got a spider crab. That was why it was heavier. So there we go. Right, let's get him away, the dogfish. There's Mr. Dogfish, he can go. And then we've got a little spider crab right in the joint of his leg. There he is. Now these are edible and they taste lovely, really sweet meat. So if you get a big enough one of these, definitely take him home for dinner. I'll link a video at the top now of how to prepare one of these. There he is. Looking right at me. Let's get him back. Well, I think I've probably had my last cast just then. And I might have a bite already. The beach is starting to get a little bit busier with swimmers. So just makes it a little bit awkward, and I've also got black clouds looming behind me, and when I look at the weather forecast, it's apparently raining in Dover now, which is only 15 miles around the coast. So I presume it's on the way here. Yeah, there we are, a little rattle there. So I might just give it another 10 minutes or so, see what we get, then go and get wet watching a kids football tournament. Let's hope we get one more fish or two. Right, something is rattling this Argentinian red shrimp. Now that, I don't think is a dogfish. We've got a fish on here that's not a dogfish. Come on. Has that snagged me? Don't snag me. Oh, don't snag me. There's a fish on here. Come on. Come on, get me out of the snag. Oh man. Got a little smooth handles. Oh no, is it gone? Come off. Oh no! No! Ah, that's the only one I've got as well. Only Argentinian reds. Something's gone there. Something is gone. Oh, what was that? Well, that is so annoying. What's gone? It's cut. Oh, look at that. All frayed. That's been rubbing against something and just cut. Oh, I haven't got another one of them to put out. Yes, I have. Let's go again. Well, it's been a mad rush to get that rod back out, and a lot of swearing because it didn't go right. First cast, I've got a slight wrap around the tip, so it fell in at 30 yards, but I've got it out now. The bite has totally gone off on the dogfish, completely gone off, not a thing at all, and that definitely wasn't a dogfish that was on there. I think they're smooth and about. Oh, have we got it again? Have we got a bite on it again? Something just rattled. No, the dogfish rod. There's me saying the bite's gone off and the dogfish rod's going off. Anyway, I'm going to bring that in and that's going to get packed down in a minute. And then we'll see what happens with this Argentinian red. Fingers crossed, because it is getting black behind me. Right, this rod has been bouncing. Oh, come on up, you can't get moving. It's just got a big crab on it. No, here it comes. No, I don't think there's a fish on it. Or is there? Yeah, it might be a fish on here. Oh, I'm so frustrated about losing that last one. Oh, what's we got on here? I've got to keep an eye on that. This is getting packed down now. Come on. What have we got on here? Mr. Dogfish. There he is. A little bit of weed. Oh, wow. One hook snapped. Two hooks snapped. That's odd. Very odd. Well, that's coming in anyway. Little baby dogfish on that rod to end the day, the session. Let's hope we get one more fish on the other rod. Let's get him back. There he goes. Bye bye. Fuming. The only fish I've lost. And it wasn't a dogfish, I think it was a smooth hound. Not happy. The other rod is packed down now. So I am just sitting here watching this Argentinian red shrimp. See if I get another bite on it. It's pretty amazing. It's black behind me, but it's crystal clear in front, and down there looking south you can still see France from here. It's starting to get really muggy. I'm wondering whether this is a storm brewing. Might give this 15 more minutes and just hope whatever it was comes back. Well, the problem I've got is I could be chasing this lost fish for forever and a day. It's starting to rain. Got a big seal bobbing up and down in front of us, and there's no sign of a bite on this Argentinian red shrimp. So I think it might be time to bring it in and admit defeat, which is a hard pill to swallow. Well, that is the end of that. It's now just gone 9:15. Been here since about just past 5:20. A load of dogfish, and the one fish I did lose wasn't a dogfish. Pretty sure it was a smooth hound. I don't think it was massive, but maybe like between 5 and 8 pound. Felt quite strong, gave a really good bite, but that's fishing. I could sit here for hours and hours and hours, days and days and days, months and months and months chasing that bite, and it may never happen again. So got to know when to call it quits, and that is now, because I've got a football tournament to get to. So I am going to pack up the car, drive 2 minutes around the road and cheer on Whitfield Juniors. They'll probably win. Well, let's hope they do anyway. So until next time, which next time might be something a little bit different, so stay tuned to the channel. Anyway, till next time, tight lines.
Come on.